What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. We are at the store just to grab orders because we don't want to... We got to run payroll as well, but we don't want to have to come in tomorrow morning and pull 40 orders. So we had to come in to run payroll anyway. So we're like, well, we might as well grab orders while we're here. So we're going to do that. I will go through and show you guys some of the stuff that sold. And then also I wanted to mention, because a lot of people were disappointed that they weren't able to grab the Shmup collection or the Guns of Mercy from us. And I had made another order getting more of the Super Trench Attack games, but the other ones were sold out. I contacted the guy who runs that wholesale company, and he said that they're getting some more. And I'm going to be able to place another order tomorrow. So we will be doing that. So we're going to be getting plenty more copies of the Shmup collection. So if that was one that you're interested in, we will be getting more. So keep your eye out in the videos. Make sure you keep following along, because once we unbox them, they're going to be going back up on the website pretty quick. So whenever you see that, check the website. And hopefully it's in like a week, maybe a week and a half. So for now, let's grab some orders. All right, so we got all the orders pulled. I'm going to go through really quick and just show you guys some of the stuff that sold. We're always showing you stuff that we get in, but we don't typically show you what sells because I just never think to, and we sell a ton of stuff every single day. But we have these two right here. Celeste, the Meeseeks figure, Medieval Games. Obviously, you guys know most of the Switch games sold. Yeah, there's a couple of the Super Trench Attacks left. Some PS4 games, Street Fighter, PS1, August 5, and Phantasy Star sealed. These three brawlers sold. Another Shmup collection, Brink, Kings of Amalur, Diablo, Need for Speed, Cloudpunk, Guns of Mercy, Shmup, Super Lucky's Tale, Rayman 3D, Super Mario 64 DS, and Yoshi's Island. I'm sure there were this stack as well. We just pulled.
There's a bunch of stacks here.
Some GameCube games, some sealed PSP games, Warriors, more sealed Switch games, and then Mass Effect.
Those didn't sell.
Not those. And then these ones here. All the Shmups and all of the, whatever the other one is, sold. Some 360 games. And then the other stuff that's stacked up here is for other orders, but we pulled those on Monday. So, this is also an order. Did you scan these ones? I don't think you did.
Maybe.
Because these are stacked up the same way I stacked them.
No, I did those.
You positive?
Yep,
okay.
100%.
And then this is from the other day. Bunch of Dreamcast games. That super expensive NCAA basketball. So these things should all be shipped out Thursday or Friday, depending on how many more orders we get between now and the time we open tomorrow. We may not be able to get to everything, but the plan is to obviously be as caught up on shipping as we possibly can be. And this isn't a ton, so we should be able to do this. This is only like 20 orders maybe?
Yeah.
That's not that much, because sometimes we'll come in and we'll have 60 orders to grab. So we should be able to get them all shipped out by Friday, hopefully. And now, are we heading back home?
We're going to head back home, but there's somebody who wants you to answer a question. And they want to know, are you a collector or a gamer first?
I think at this point, anyone who's watching the videos will know that I am not a gamer first. And I would like to be. That's the goal. But, it's just not the truth. So,
yeah. I would
it's
say,
unfortunate. Abby's definitely a gamer first.
I'm definitely a gamer first, and I don't like talking about this because I'm worried that people get upset because we are a retro video game store. I appreciate retro games, I really do, but I didn't grow up playing video games like most people did. I wasn't allowed to play video games, really. I had really bad ADHD as a kid, and just introducing video games just wouldn't have been great for me at the time. But the first game I ever played was Ocarina of Time with my aunt at her house. And then I played Leaf Green a little bit from a neighboring kid's Game Boy Advance and stuff. And then the next game I ever played was Skyrim on the 360 when I met Cooper. He bought me a 360 in Skyrim, and I played it forever. So, like, because of those, like, games and the very minimal influence that I had, I am definitely, like, a gamer first, and I like to collect games that I will either play or have played in the past. Like, if I just collected and Cooper didn't collect, I would probably, like, have all the Zelda games, like, complete in box, and then the Pokemon games, and that would be really it. And maybe, like, games I wanted to play, like, we have PS4 and Xbox One games that belong to me that I bought them with the intent to play. I have collector's editions of games that I have either played or will be playing. The only collector's edition of a game that I won't play is the Norman Reedus game Death Stranding, because I have no interest in it because I can't follow along with the storyline. But and that was just like a impulse purchase thing. That's the only collector's edition I have that I won't play. But
yeah,
so I definitely, like, I am a collector of things that I've played, and I buy things that I plan on playing, but I don't like just collect everything. If we had it my way, we wouldn't even collect full sets. We would just collect what we wanted to play or what we really liked. But
so
that was a question that was asked from Retro Ghetto. He posted a video about it, and he's got some great videos, and then he, like, messaged me a link, and he's like, hey, and I was just like, oh, cool. So I watched it, and then I commented on his video, but he just wanted to see, like, what Cooper had to say and everything.
Yeah, so I would prefer to be a gamer first, and I think it's entirely possible to be that way and still have a large collection. I would consider Last Gamer to be a gamer before a collector.
Oh, yeah. So would I.
Because, I mean, obviously we don't know him, but just based on what we've seen in his videos and the way that he talks about games, like, you can tell that he's definitely played a lot of stuff, and he's into the arcade games and the pinball machines, so he's definitely, like, very, very into it, and he loves playing. Obviously, he plays with his son plays a ton,
knows so much,
and that's super cool. And I would love to have the time to be a gamer before a collector, but it's not possible for me. So I love playing video games. Obviously, I spend probably 99% of my free time either working on stuff for the store, like working at home, like working on doing deals, looking at other game stores' websites, doing whatever, or playing video games. Yeah. We do game night with Ryan and Jess. We play video games then, and, like, I'm not saying, like, I play video games every single day, because I work on more stuff for the store than I do play video games, but, you know, we still fill our time with video game related stuff, whether it's collecting or playing or working on the store. Like, that's pretty much my entire life. So I'd love to be a gamer first and a collector second. It's just not possible. Like, in the time that it might take me to beat one video game, I could add a bunch of stuff to my collection. You know what I mean? Like, it's easier to be a collector than a gamer for me.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is.
It's easier because I don't have the time.
If you have the money and not the time, it is way easier to become a collector versus a gamer. But if you have all the time and, like, little money, it's very easy to just be a gamer, and you complete one game, sell it, get a new one, complete it, sell it, and do that. So.
And in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with either way. Whether you are a collector or a gamer first, it doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy what you do and you're not hurting anyone else and you're having fun, that's your own prerogative. That's what you want to do. That's great. There's nothing wrong with being a collector first. There's nothing wrong with being a gamer first. Yeah. They're both fine options, and one way of doing stuff does not work for everyone. So that's just how it is, and we're happy, so we're good.
Let's go to Butcher Boys, and then let's go.
Butcher Boys.
Yeah, because we're almost out of beef jerky.
We are almost out of beef jerky and smoked salmon. I'm out of smoked salmon. Abby has some left.
You can eat mine.
We got different ones because they have smaller ones and bigger ones, and Abby will not eat as much as I will, so I'll get the really big ones, she'll get the small ones, and I ended up eating all mine. Abby still has a couple left, even though I got double the amount of hers, plus they're double the size, but I already ate them all, so we need some more.
I just, like, don't... I get, like, the little pieces that are, like, this big.
I get the ones that are as big as I possibly can find.
Yeah. And I don't want to eat smoked salmon all the time. It can make you very sick.
I do. Let's go. So earlier we went to Butcher Boys. We didn't film because I didn't feel like it. Because when we walked in, we went there for two things. Beef jerky and smoked salmon. Guess what two things they did not have? They had everything else except for the two things we wanted. So we ended up we got a couple porterhouse steaks, and then we got a big, like, seasoned brisket, and then some stew meat. And Abby made a very delicious dinner for us tonight in the Instant Pot. What was it exactly? It was
just stew.
It was stew. It's something she's never made before, though.
It was just like beef stew with potatoes, carrots, and peas.
Yeah.
And onions.
And it was really good.
Cooper doesn't like onions, but I put it in there. And he like came in and he saw me chopping them. And he was like, "You're gonna put onions in it?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'll make it so you don't even realize there's onions in it." And then he ate like 3 bowls of it. And afterwards I was like, "Son, did you taste the onions?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I didn't like it.
It was 4 bowls.
4 bowls.
It was really good, though.
I cut them up really small, and as long as you don't like caramelize them, I always feel like it's pretty easy to not notice them, especially in like something where it literally is just gonna melt away.
Yeah. So now we're watching Blacklist and hanging out with Homer. Abby's eating gelato. I'm gonna have milk and some of these. And we're back at the store tomorrow, of course. And what else do we do? Like, there's like nothing to film. I know that I made a few more.
All over the white chair.
Oh, yeah. The chair that's normally here is now gone. Because Abby spilled stew all over it. And on the Miss Pac-Man pillow. And it's like a dark brown liquidy stew, so...
Well, like, it was...
Bye-bye.
The chair was already all torn up
Yeah.
from the cats, and it was already, like...
The chair was pretty much destroyed.
Third-hand used, basically, because my parents got it secondhand from somebody else.
Are you getting another chair?
Yeah, but I haven't decided on what I want.
So we gotta get a new chair. That one needed to go anyway, which is the reason why we're just replacing it instead of trying to clean it. But we also made a few more orders, or I wouldn't say orders, made some deals. If you guys watched, and I'm gonna try to re-upload it soon, but the trip that I took to, well, the game hunting that I did in Ohio. It sounds weird if I say the trip that I took to Ohio, because I didn't take a trip to Ohio. I did a tour with my band, and then the last show was in Ohio, so I stayed there.
You don't need to tell everybody.
That's not why I'm saying it. I stayed in Ohio after and rented a car and did some game hunting. Made a bunch of vlogs. That was early 2019, or no, 2020. Early 2020, right before everything got shut down. Did all the game hunting in Ohio and met up with someone who I'd call a friend at this point. His name is Eric. He owns a store out there, and I'd purchased some stuff from him before. I don't even know how we got into contact, but I purchased a bunch of stuff from him for my personal collection and for the store from him. And then when I was in Ohio, I was like, "Hey, I'm going to come to your store." And obviously met up with him, went to his store on multiple different days, bought a ton of stuff. He let me like go to the back room and everything. It's always fun to do that. And so I've been talking to him, and we're currently working out a very, very large deal for a bunch of stuff for the store. Some pretty rare games, lots of uncommon stuff. We're getting a ton of GameCube games, which we need. Some uncommon NES games, some other good stuff. So we worked on that deal a little bit more, and we're just adding to it, basically. It's getting pretty expensive, but yeah, that's pretty much all we did today. So sorry for the kind of weird short vlog, but that's all we really got for you. Tomorrow we're back at the store, so it'll be back to normal. We should have a ton of packages coming in as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And the new people don't start until the end of the first week of March.
You can ignore all the stuff on the thing here. There's like my water cup, my soda, my milk, my bowl for my food, the Lowry seasoned salt that I was using on the food, the cookies that we're about to eat, Abby's Switch, a box of Cheez-Its that we found underneath the chair.
God, that makes us sound like we're really messy.
It was between this couch and the chair, so it wasn't like underneath it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, new people are starting at the end of like the first week of March and the beginning of the second week.
So the first the first Thursday in March is when the first new person is going to be starting.
Yeah.
And I wish that it was sooner because there's just so much to get done.
We wanted it to be sooner, but we both...
I know, it's good that they're starting when they are. It would be nice to have help earlier than that because there's always stuff to work on, but we need the time to continue cleaning out the store. I don't know if we've really been showing it much, but we've been bringing stuff home almost every single day. We've been loading up Abby's car. We brought home the boxes of DVDs that we're not opening till the expansion's done. We have brought home bins of toys. We brought home a bunch of like boxed consoles that were not in the system yet. They were just kind of sitting around taking up space. We brought home that one extra Gashapon machine, which we are going to use. We just haven't done it yet. So it's just in the way for now. But we're continuing to bring stuff home. Brought home 2 giant tubs of eBay stuff that was in my office blocking the fridge, kind of. So that's cleaned out now. We're going to continue to bring stuff home and get it all cleaned up so there's room for everyone once they start. And then once the expansion's done, we'll slowly start bringing stuff back and getting it getting it tested and cleaned and gone through and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much where we are for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, even though it's kind of weird. But, what can you do? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow.